Hello, and welcome to Hope Ready. I'm your host, Dr. Ellen Awad. During this time of pandemic, it's on all of us to make sure that we're practicing safeguards and keeping our greater community well. Today, we have with us Dr. Kristen Gray, who's our Associate Dean of Health and Counseling. And I just wondered if, Kristen, you could share some advice or tips on how to feel less anxious about, specifically, let's start with wearing a mask.
Yeah, so during this time, we've all been asked to try something new, and that is covering our faces. And for a lot of people, some people, but I think quite a few people, the idea of having something over your face can be really anxiety producing. And it's okay because we know it's safe for us to wear masks. In fact, masks were developed for safety. So when you go to a medical place, oftentimes people are wearing little blue masks if they are working with you or helping you. Certainly if you have a medical procedure, you want your medical provider to be wearing a mask even when it's not COVID time, right? So we know that people actually can wear masks for a long period of time and be okay. So yeah, masks are good. During this time, though, people who aren't used to wearing masks are being asked to put them on. And so we've discovered some things about wearing masks, right? We all have. This is my favorite mask. When I put this mask on, I have to be sure that I get it popped up under my glasses so that my glasses don't fog. If it's down and I'm breathing, and the air goes up, my glasses fog over, and then not only am I feel like I'm masked, but I can't see, which is really uncomfortable.
Like a double whammy.
Exactly. So it's important to find a mask that works for you. And so, Ellen, I'm sure you've got favorite masks, right?
Yeah, I do. I have this one that goes over, and then I can cinch it and tie behind and keep it, and I can adjust, like just like you, as somebody that wears glasses, I have to make sure. And this one features cats, which I'm a cat lover. So, and then for me, I always have my mask on because it just, if I'm like in a place where I don't need to wear it, it's just around my neck. So that works great for me.
Well, that's excellent. Yeah. So I think one of the things that people can do if they feel like, oh, I don't know about masks, is to try different shapes and sizes, right? And find something fun that connects with you, like the cats. So it feels like, oh, with my cats. And then the next step is just to get comfortable with the idea of having something on your face. And so one of the tips that I have learned and that I think is great is to challenge yourself to put your mask on when you're doing something that's relaxing to you. So if you're someone who loves to watch movies and you're going to be seated, you're not going to be exerting yourself, so you're not going to be breathing heavily, put your mask on while you're watching your favorite movie, or you're, maybe for one episode of a series that you're binging, right? But just to get used to what is it like to sit quietly and have my mask on. And then try other things, like then maybe if you're still at home, go up and down a flight of stairs so that your breathing gets a little heavier and you can see what that feels like. If you get that sense that you just want to really take it off, I would encourage you to stand still, breathe in very slowly, or as slowly as you can, like to the count of 4, hold your breath for 2 counts, and then slowly breathe out for 5 or 6 counts. That will encourage your system to kick in a little bit of a relaxation response. So anytime you get that urge to pull that mask off, instead of doing that, which will reinforce that it's a bad thing, try staying with it. So just in that moment. And then maybe acknowledge, okay, this was hard, so I'm going to go sit down and practice kind of that gentle seated time with your mask.
That is awesome. I actually feel a little more relaxed whenever I speak with you. So I'm not even putting a mask on at this moment, right? But I did the breathing with you and it helps. So even if we're just having an anxious moment, it also seems like in this time, being mindful of how we're breathing and the
Yes.
space that we're in could be helpful too if we're feeling a little bit extra anxious,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Another one of my favorite things to encourage, and again, think about this as a practice for when you put your mask on, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
is as you put your mask on to do what I was taught as a breath prayer. So I
Mm,
use one of my favorite verses and I breathe in to be still and know. And then I pause for a moment and I breathe out to that I am God.
mm,
And so that I know that I'm not alone in this.
mhm,
Um, and sometimes I repeat that prayer several times with the breathing,
mhm, mhm.
um, just as a way to be kind of centered. And I think that can be helpful as well.
That is so helpful. Kristen, thank you so much for taking care of us and tending to our well being from this perspective. As long as we are all practicing the safeguards on campus, we're going to reduce risk and hopefully stay in session in person all semester long. And it's by being mindful and taking care of ourselves that's going to help us be hope ready. Thanks so much for joining us, Kristen, and hope you have a great day.
Thanks, Ellen.